What is going on, Alpha Hunters? It is a very terrific Tuesday. Tubular Tuesday. We're going to go Tubular Tuesday. There we go. SPY. Nice little gap down. Isn't anything indifferent from where it opened today. A little bit of a gap down. How much was this gap down? Roughly about a quarter. Yeah, about a 1/4% of a gap down there. We wound up trading down. Well, hold on. Did I grab that from the right spot? Yeah, about a 1/4% of a gap down. We actually traded down. We got down 0.5% on the day. There in roughly that first hour. And then a little bit of a nice little 2.5 hour little bullish run. A little bit of a pullback in the past hour. A little bit of a run in the second half of the last hour. We'll see what happens here going forward. But I would imagine for how much the market's been ripping it over the past 3 weeks, the previous 3 weeks, and how much it was bullish yesterday. I mean, I wouldn't blame people for taking some off the table. Just taking some off the table. Is NVDA going to crush earnings and send the rocket ship that has been the stock market over the past month higher? Probably not. Most likely not. So, yeah, I mean, it's kind of makes sense that maybe we don't do much this week. I honestly, my opinion, I think there's more downside from NVIDIA's earnings than upside. So I could see people maybe taking some higher risk reward bets into the bearish direction. So, yep, SPY doing okay, down about a 1/4%. Qs though, a little bit different story. We actually gapped down roughly 0.5% here on the Qs. Let's see, yeah, about 0.5%, just under 0.5%. So we did have pretty good bearishness there, and then we actually did get down about 1% there. Nice little run as well in the midday, but you can definitely see it's down a little bit from the open. So IWM has faded kind of the whole day, or kind of just slowly trickled down the whole day. Nice little gap down. Quick flush first 20 minutes, and had a bounce for about an hour, and then it's just slowly chopped back down to the daily lows that it's kind of been at over the past hour. Okay. DIA gap down, traded sideways most of the day from that gap down. Jeez. All right. DIA equal weight SP 500. So equal weight SP 500 not looking too bad. Actually, it's just barely negative, only down 0.06% from yesterday. So big tech is weighing on the market, and that's basically what this is saying, as Qs are down quite a bit. Everything else is doing pretty good. RSP is actually outperforming the SP 500. Whew, I just ran out of breath there. All right. Let's take a look. How these daily pictures looking. RSP looks like it's resting. A lot of these are going to be resting because they had pretty good moves yesterday. IWM actually looks very much like it wants to roll over. Qs, it could be a resting day, but with how much of just a huge extension it had yesterday from already a big move it's had over the previous 3 weeks, I mean, this could just be the start of move lower. And we'll have to see kind of how it starts to set up, where it kind of gets to, where it starts to bounce, that kind of thing. That might take like another week or two to just kind of see how that kind of shapes up. SPY, this would be interesting. False break possibly, as it got up and closed over this high from September, but it hasn't held it. Kind of coming back down today. A very interesting level. Okay. I'd also be curious to see if the SPY continues to push higher as we go into the latter parts of this week. Pretty quiet week, Wednesday and Friday, half a day trading Friday, maybe even early next week. Maybe see if we make a new high here on this SPY compared to the Qs. And maybe the Qs don't. Maybe NVIDIA does come out and kind of drops on the Qs there a little bit. That'd be very interesting to see just what's going to happen today with NVIDIA earnings. VIX. Look at that move in the VIX. Wow. Okay. Very strong move lower. Looks like it had a pretty good upper wick there. I would say that upper wick looks to be fake more than anything else. I mean, look at that thing. Wow. Looks like something weird happened there. On the intraday chart. Ooh, had to get a drink. DXY dollar index bouncing off the lows, lower wick. Ooh. Okay, past couple of hours, dollar's been moving very strongly. This is a 15-minute chart. So yeah, looking pretty good there. Yeah, ever since about 10 o'clock Eastern, looks like dollar's been running pretty good. So past, what, 4 hours? Yeah, 4 hours. Looks pretty good. Okay. Kind of mentioned this yesterday. It was coming into a pretty good spot. We got into that 50 fib retracement level for this entire bearish move that we had over the summer. So it's a pretty good spot. It might chop here sideways a couple days. Maybe it rolls back over. Comes down to about this 102.60 level, 102.50 level, somewhere in there. That'd be the 62% retracement. So we'll see how that kind of looks. Gold having a strong day. Nice gap up there on the GLD. And it's not like dollar's even up. So even up from the open. So it's not like gold's dropping off all that strong. So yeah, very interesting. Could be possibly a double top here coming back up to this level. Might sideways consolidate and push higher. I don't know. We'll see how that sets up. Wouldn't have thought gold would have been pushing that high today. 10-year yield. What's interesting here about the yields is this bullish day that we're getting today, and we haven't taken out that low that we put in on Friday, that lower wick. So if we start to base out here, I mean, we could be in the early parts of a little base action, or maybe we're in the middle of it. Maybe we start to curl up here over the next couple of weeks. Be interesting to see if that kind of plays out. 10-2 inversion, a little bit uptick today. How's the 2-year yield doing? 2-year yield, lower wick. 2-year yield actually did pretty good here with the 2 previous days. It actually looks not that bad to be bullish on the 2-year yield. HYG, kind of flat day there, not doing too much. LQD made a little bit of another high, coming back down a little bit. Okay, nothing too crazy, not too much crazy movement today. Looks like the biggest movements are probably going on with the Qs and the IWM. So I imagine tech's probably going to be down. Take a look here, a sector rotation. See anything outside of the norm. All right, tech. I have to take a look at tech. I need to take a look at tech, and they had a pretty good drop there in that first 45 to 45 minutes to an hour kind of time. You can see that little drop there on the SP 500. Tech really dropped off there. Yeah, XLK really underperforming there. Real estate also underperforming. Discretionaries, energies, and communications kind of in line there with the market right there. XLE looks like it's coming back a little bit. Industrials outperforming. Financial utilities outperforming. Staples, materials, healthcare all outperforming on the day. Let's take a look at intraday price action. So intraday price action, yeah, tech really got hit in that first hour. I mean, we've had a pretty sharp drop off there. Discretionaries also got a big part of that because discretionaries were leading this morning at that time frame, and they definitely came back pretty good. Discretionary is doing pretty good intraday, actually outperforming pretty well. So discretionaries got hit with a pretty good gap down. Take a look at some of those. Amazon, Tesla, energies, staples also outperforming. Energies doing pretty good. Healthcare, industrials, communications, real estate, financials, all outperforming on the intraday. Utilities materials kind of in line with the market. Yeah, Texas underperforming.